ടീച്ചറെ?
തുടങ്ങും സാറേ.
ഓക്കെ
കേൾക്കുമോ സാറേ? Okay, very good evening to all. മാർബസിലിസ് കോളേജ് ഓഫ് എഡ്യൂക്കേഷൻ സുൽത്താൻ ബത്തേരി ഐക്യുഎസിയുടെ നേതൃത്വത്തിൽ എയറോയും അസോസിയേഷൻ ഓഫ് ഇന്റർനാഷണൽ റിസർച്ച് ഓഫ് ഇന്ത്യൻ ഓറിജിൻ CTF കൗൺസിൽ ഓഫ് ടീച്ചർ എഡ്യൂക്കേഷൻ ഫൗണ്ടേഷൻ കേരള ചാപ്റ്ററും ചേർന്ന് സംഘടിപ്പിക്കുന്ന ലൈഫ് സ്കിൽസ് ഫോർ പേഴ്സണൽ എംപവർമെന്റ് എന്ന വിഷയത്തിലുള്ള വെബിനാറിലേക്ക് ഏവരെയും ഹൃദയം നിറഞ്ഞ് സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നതിൽ എനിക്ക് അതിയായ സന്തോഷമുണ്ട്. ഈ അവസരത്തിൽ CTF കേരളയുടെ ചെയർപേഴ്സൺ ഡോക്ടർ MS ഗീത, എയ്റോ കേരള ചാപ്റ്റർ പ്രസിഡന്റ് പ്രൊഫസർ ഡോക്ടർ രാജേശ്വരി കെ എന്നീ ആദരണീയ വ്യക്തിത്വങ്ങളെ ആദ്യം തന്നെ ഞാൻ സ്നേഹപൂർവ്വം സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുകയാണ്. സ്വാഗതം മാം. ഇന്നത്തെ വെബിനാറിൽ നമ്മൾക്ക് മുഖ്യ അതിഥിയായി വന്നിട്ടുള്ളത് ഡോക്ടർ രാധാകൃഷ്ണൻ സാറാണ്. ഇന്ത്യൻ അസോസിയേഷൻ ഓഫ് ലൈഫ് സ്കിൽസ് എഡ്യൂക്കേഷൻ പ്രസിഡന്റ്, ഗ്ലോബൽ ഗിവേഴ്സ് ഫൗണ്ടേഷന്റെ ഹൈദരാബാദിലെ ഡയറക്ടർ, സെൻട്രൽ യൂണിവേഴ്സിറ്റി ഓഫ് കേരള മുൻ രജിസ്ട്രാറുമായ സാർ തന്റെ വിലയേറിയ സമയം കണ്ടെത്തി തന്റെ വിശാലമായ അറിവും അനുഭവവും ഞങ്ങളുമായി പങ്കുവെക്കുന്നതിനായി എത്തിയതിൽ ഞങ്ങൾ അതീവ നന്ദിയുള്ളവരാണ്. ഒരുപാട് മേഖലയിൽ തന്റെ വ്യക്തിമുദ്ര പതിപ്പിച്ച ആളാണ് ഡോക്ടർ.A.രാധാകൃഷ്ണൻ സാർ. 32 വർഷത്തോളം ഹയർ എഡ്യൂക്കേഷൻ അഡ്മിനിസ്ട്രേറ്ററായി പ്രവർത്തിച്ച വ്യക്തി എന്ന നിലയിലും യൂത്ത് ആൻഡ് അഡോളസൻസ് ഡെവലപ്മെന്റ് ആൻഡ് പീപ്പിൾ മാനേജ്മെന്റ്, പ്രോജക്ട് മാനേജ്മെന്റ്, പ്രോഗ്രാം മാനേജ്മെന്റ്, സോഷ്യൽ ആൻഡ് വെൽഫെയർ ആൻഡ് ട്രെയിനിങ് ഡെവലപ്മെന്റ്, ട്രൈബൽ ഡെവലപ്മെന്റ് എന്നിവയിലും പരിചയ സമ്പന്നനാണ്. ഗവൺമെന്റ് ഓഫ് ഇന്ത്യയുടെ ലേബർ ആൻഡ് എംപ്ലോയ്മെന്റൽ ഓഫീസറായും സേവനം അനുഷ്ഠിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. കൂടാതെ ലൈഫ് സ്കിൽസ് എഡ്യൂക്കേഷൻ, പ്രോജക്ട് ഹെഡ് ഓഫ് അഡോളസൻസ് ഹെൽത്ത് ആൻഡ് ഡെവലപ്മെന്റ്, പ്രോജക്ട് സപ്പോർട്ടഡ് ബൈ UNFPA എന്നിവയിലും സജീവ പങ്കാളിയാണ്. സോഷ്യൽ സയൻസിൽ യൂത്ത് ആൻഡ് അഡോളസൻസ് ഇഷ്യൂവുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് പുതിയ കോഴ്സുകൾ വിഭാവന ചെയ്യുന്നതിലും രൂപകൽപ്പന ചെയ്യുന്നതിലും വിദഗ്ധനാണ്. SC/ST, ഡിഫറൻറ്റ്ലി ഏബിൾഡ്, ഓൾഡ് ഏജ്, വിമൻ, ചിൽഡ്രൻ, ബാക്ക്വേർഡ്, ഡൗൺ ട്രോഡൻ എന്നീ മേഖലകളിൽ സജീവ പങ്കാളിയും കൂടിയാണ് ഇന്ന് നമ്മളോടൊപ്പം വന്നിരിക്കുന്ന പ്രഗത്ഭനായ വ്യക്തി. കരിയർ ഗൈഡൻസ്, ലൈഫ് സ്കിൽസ് എന്നിവയിൽ ഹാൻഡ്സ് ഓൺ അപ്രോച്ചസിലൂടെ വിദഗ്ധമായി ട്രെയിനിങ് കൊടുക്കുന്നതിലും സാർ വളരെ പ്രഗത്ഭനാണ്. എന്നിങ്ങനെ വളരെ വിവിധമായ മേഖലകളിൽ തന്റെ കയ്യൊപ്പ് പതിപ്പിച്ച രാധാകൃഷ്ണൻ സാറിനെ വളരെ ബഹുമാനത്തോടും ആദരവോടും MBC ഫാമിലിയിലേക്ക് സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു. സ്വാഗതം സർ. സ്വാഗതം സർ. ഹലോ.
Thank you very much. Accepted your welcome.
ഇത്രയും പ്രഗത്ഭം അനുഭവ സമ്പത്തും ഉള്ള ഒരു വ്യക്തിയുടെ വെബിനാർ സംഘടിപ്പിച്ചു തന്നത് ഞങ്ങളുടെ MBCയുടെ ആദരണീയ പ്രിൻസിപ്പൽ ഡോക്ടർ സുനിത് കുമാർ സാറാണ്. സാറിനെ ഞാൻ ബഹുമാനത്തോടെ സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുന്നു. സ്വാഗതം സർ. നന്ദി അർപ്പിച്ച് സംസാരിക്കുന്ന സോഷ്യൽ സയൻസ് സെക്കൻഡ് ഇയർ ഡിപ്പാർട്ട്മെന്റിലെ കാവ്യ രാഘവനെയും എന്റെ സഹപ്രവർത്തകർ, വെബിനാറിൽ പങ്കെടുക്കുന്ന മറ്റു വ്യക്തികൾ, പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട കുട്ടികൾ എല്ലാവരെയും ഈ വെബിനാറിലേക്ക് സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ട് വെബിനാർ നയിക്കുന്നതിനായി രാധാകൃഷ്ണൻ സാറിനെ ക്ഷണിച്ചുകൊള്ളുന്നു. വെൽക്കം സർ.
So, thank you very much, Seema. I think I will be starting, or Dr. Sunit Kumar is giving some introductory remarks or something?
No, sir. You start, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, thanks.
So, the respected principal, Dr. Sunit Kumar, Baselius School of College of Education, Sultan Betheri, and all the dignitaries who have joined in this program. I am seeing the name of Dr. Rajeshwari, Dr. Maya, whom both of them I know pretty well, and other names for the first time I am seeing. I don't know whether I know them personally or not, but anyway, thank you all for joining in this today's webinar, which is started only at 8:30, so that the people who are joining very late are supposed to be very enthusiastic for knowing the subject and will be attending it. Because I am not seeing any faces other than Dr. Sunit Kumar, I hope others are there and not switched on and left, and only for me and Dr. Sunit to engage ourselves. Anyway, I know the problem of data connectivity in many parts, so that may be a challenge as we are discussing about one of the most important topic of how to face the challenges. Facing the challenge of that data connectivity also is a crucial thing. Dear friends, I hope that many of the participants who are in this program are teachers and teacher educators. So I would like to talk on this subject in the perspective of the teacher educator. Why life skills education is very important for a teacher educator. I will try to start this with a brief story. It is not, in fact, a story. It's a kind of a thing which we used to see in and around us every day. The young birds which are trying to fly after the wings have started coming out, and they are started flying up to show their independence and freedom, to flap their wings and to fly into the sky. And the birds, the young birds used to do it several times, but they fail. And they see the other birds around, and they see that those birds are flying, enjoying their life, moving with a lot of freedom, independence, and things like that, joy, happiness. But this young bird could not to do it. They try all their level best how to move out, how to come out to the freedom. And then one day an older bird who is already on the sky, who is flying, you might have seen in case of the crow, you might have seen this. The mother crow take this young crow under their wings and support it to fly. Sometimes they fail, they fall down, but they are not leaving. The mother fly and other flies also coming down and making this young crow to move up and make them, giving them abilities or capacities to fly. Now, what is the thing which these old flies are old crow is doing, or the old birds are doing with the young uh, bird? They are giving a lot of confidence to the people, to the young bird. They are giving a lot of confidence to the young bird that you can move out, you can fly, come. They are not speaking, but by their actions, by supporting them supporting the young one through its own wings. They are supporting it and giving them a lot of confidence, and it fly out. And the with a lot of happiness, this young one also started flying. And then once they started flying into the sky, that's their freedom and that's their independence, and that then they never come back to their mother crow. So that is the thing. You see, this is a kind of confidence which is being infused to the young bird by the mother bird. So it's giving a lot of confidence into the mother bird. So that is why it is just like you now connect with your education system. We are for 2 year up 10 year for achieving the 10th standard, 2 year plus 2, then 3 year graduation. And then after graduation, you are sending the children outside the world. And when we are sending our children outside the world, are we enabling them, or are we giving them confidence to fly? Are we making them independent? Are we giving them a whole lot of confidence in them? Are we empowering their capacities, their abilities to face the challenges which is in their life? And if your answer is yes, fine. That's what's the purpose of education. And if it is not, if it is a no, then something is missing in our education system. So when we compare our education with the flying of a young bird or a young crow, that is the whole system of education which is working in our present day society. So that is why Confucius once said, education breeds confidence. You see, That is what Confucius said. Education breeds confidence, it gives confidence. And that confidence will give you hope. The confidence will give you hope, and that hope will give you peace of mind. That will give you peace. Peace means, peace is the last thing. Before that, you will be under joy, you will be happy, you will be content enough, and so and you become so peaceful also. You see, that is the basic of education. Education should give confidence. Now you ask your own students who passed out in your B.Ed education. You ask them, many children, I used to ask them, what are you doing? Are you teaching in some school? Many say, no, sir, we tried there for 2-3 months. It is a private school and we are not getting enough. Then I used to ask them, what are you doing? Then they're telling, we are now, going for coaching for the PSC examination. I am not bluffing a student who passed out going for the coaching class of a preparing for PSC examination. I am not telling that it is wrong. But if we are in a position to infuse in them a lot of confidence, they will definitely fly out. That is the missing link in our education system. And that is why we are here today talking about life skills and personal empowerment. And you know that what is empowerment? Now, empowerment is a very large subject. It is not a very small, it's a very large subject. It is we need to think about economic empowerment. We need to think about political empowerment. There is a social empowerment. Now, there are various type of empowerment is there for which the tool required for empowering a person to that levels are different. The types of tools are different. But for personal empowerment, the types of tools are within us. Within us. We all have that tools in us. So what is the required thing is we have to identify those tools, sharpen those tools, and we should train ourselves to use that tools. That is what we have to find out. What are the tools which require for personal empowerment? We in the life skills educators used to tell that, life skills education is nothing but helping a person to be free, or as Swami Vivekananda said, manifestation of oneself in a person. Manifestation of oneself. I know that all the teachers might have undergone the definition of Swami Vivekananda, because Swami Vivekananda has given a beautiful discourse on education, the Indian in education in India, and how should be the education in India. In fact, NCT has published a very good module also, Swami Vivekananda Philosophy of Education. It's a 3-credit module. I remember I have read it once. And we are supposed to learn it. I don't know in your education colleges you are following that module. I am not aware of that. I didn't inquire it also. So if you are following, please let me know. Because in the Swami Vivekananda philosophy is very I am giving only one sentence, a manifestation of oneself in us. Education should help us to show our full potential. Education will help us to show what we are meant for, our full capacities, our full competencies. Wherever we are in a position to do it perfectly for the satisfaction of everybody. So you are manifesting yourself. There is nothing hidden in you. You are showing yourself to everybody that I am this. So that is the purpose of education. So again, I am going back to the first question which I asked you. Are we enabling our students to manifest themselves? And Swami Vivekananda, when he is talking about manifesting oneself, he used to also talk about the purpose of education is character building and man making. This again has been endorsed by Mahatma Gandhi also as a purpose of education, manifesting oneself at the same time character building and man making. So these are the, I am not going to elaborate on these basic concepts because you all know about it. Why I am emphasizing these words of Swami Vivekananda is to tell you the importance of life skills in life skills education in our curricula, or how we why we have to do it. That is my whole purpose. Then Mahatma Gandhi, as like Swami Vivekananda, is always talking about a holistic education. The education should be in a position to develop all the faculties of a person. When I say all the faculties of a person, it is not the faculty of education or social science or economics or political science. It is the faculties in us. We have the faculty of our mind or the brain, faculty of our heart, faculty of our hand. All these things are our faculty as far as a person is concerned. The education should be focused on developing all these faculties. That is what Mahatma Gandhi used to tell. It is an endorsement into what Swami Vivekananda is talking. Then what is education of the mind or the brain? Education of the mind or the brain means, education is required for developing our own knowledge. We should know what is happening across the world. We should understand what is happening across the world, across the globe, and those education knowledge which is required for us also to live in this society, for you to do your work. That is, educating the brain or educating the mind. Second is educating your hand. What is educating your hand? Educating your hand is nothing but train you to apply the knowledge you are having. Application of the knowledge in your real life so that you are showing your efficiencies. You are making income out of it. You are, making a living out of it. That is, educating your hand. And the third is educating your heart. That is the most important thing, and that is what the life skills people are concentrating. Educating the heart means make you a man, a human being. That is what Swami Vivekananda is talking about, to man-making education. Education should make a person into a human being. And that educating the heart is about educating, giving you the right kind of attitudes, help you to show positive behavior, imparting right kind of values in us so that, we are having a lot of passion, compassion, and empathy towards our society. And, when all these three faculties are taken care, and then that is holistic education. My friends, let me ask you, are we now successful enough to impart all these three to our children? After they are successful in your own B.Ed program, after completing a B.Ed, if a person is appointed in a school, if are they using all these three faculties properly in executing their job, then we are successful. I have no doubt about it. Otherwise, there is some problem is there. They know everything, but they are not in a position to execute their work properly because the heart part is missing, attitude part is missing. Everything, four aspects are very important: knowledge, skill, attitude, and values. If any one is missing, that will affect our self, that will affect our confidence. So that missing link is what we are talking in terms of life skills education. Then I may come to this the pillars of education on which the basic philosophy, not the pillars of education, and that is the basic philosophy which we, the life skills educators, adopted as the pillars of the philosophy of life skills education also. You might have in your course, you might have read about the book by, it is a report by UNESCO on the millennium, the education report for the millennium, which has been published by UNESCO, learning to, what do you call the title of the book? Learn to learn within. I forgot the actual title of the book. It is, in the name of Jacques Deller, that report is available. It is published in 1994. And the education is learning to know within or something like that. I will text you later the actual title of the book. But in that book, they have given the purpose of education or the pillars of education as 4 pillars they have identified. The first pillar is learning to know. That is the first pillar. That is, the learning to know is nothing but, in our holistic education program, it is, educating the head. That is the educating the brain or educating the head. So that is learning to know. That is, you know everything, which helps your critical thinking, it develops your creative thinking, it develops, helps you to solve your problems, face the challenges, application of your knowledge. All this thing comes into your learning to know, and that is the first purpose of education. And the second purpose is learning to do. This is educating the heart, hand, according to our holistic education principle, educating the hand, that is learning to do. That is, whatever knowledge we are gathered, that we should be in a position to implement it. In learning to do, the basic things which we used to talk about is all the learning to know skills are required there. Apart from that, we should have vocational skills, technical know-how. All those things are required for learning to do. And the third aspect is learning to live together. That is one of the most thing which is coming up in this whole world when we are moving beyond the when we cross the quarter century of our 21st quarter of our 21st century, 25 years past. Learning to live together has become most prominent of the life skills. What is learning to live together? You should be in a position to live in a multicultural, diverse society. Your language different, your food different, your culture different, your work culture different, everything is different. But you are in a society where you have to live with all these diversities. So we should know how to adjust with the people. You have to develop your interpersonal relationship. You have to develop your communication skills. All these things are required. You should have self-awareness. You should have empathy. Then only you can live successfully in a society. So learning to live together. And the fourth pillar is learning to be. See, learning to be means you should be in a position, so we all should be in a position to stand our own legs. Even though any problem comes to us, any issues comes to us, any challenges comes to us, we should face it. We should face with confidence. We should control. You should cope with the emotions that which we are coming across. We should cope with the stress which we are coming across. And if you are in a position to withstand that pressures, withstand that challenges, then you are successful. You will never turn back, or you will never leave the scenario. You will face the challenge. You will move ahead. Dear friends, I will, take your attention to one of the, not one, several, issues which we are facing day to day in our day-to-day life. For example, the youngsters who are committing suicide, the farmers who are committing suicide, especially many of the people who joined in this class might be from Wayanad. So I know the farmers from Wayanad are committing suicide, and the family, the head of the families are committing suicide. In Wayanad recently, 2 political personalities also committed suicide. Have you anybody Have you, any one of you, did you analyze the reason why this is happening? Why these people are committing suicide? They may be under a lot of pressure, no doubt about it. Economic pressure, maybe social pressure, familial pressure, academic pressure. So many issues might be there. Everybody have those issues. There is nobody without an issue in this world. How we face that issue and how we are going to overcome that issue, that is the most important thing. For example, when a student who is doing her PG in medical college committing suicide, can you imagine that a PG student after MBBS, she is doing her PG, and second year of her PG, she is committing suicide. A marriage collapse or tension between the boy and the girl, she is committing suicide. And recently, one boy in, I think it is an IIT, in his second semester examination, he is writing a note to his mother telling that, Mom, I am sorry, I cannot, cope up with the syllabus and the teaching schedules. I am sorry. I am bidding farewell to my life, and he is committed suicide. There are several incidences like that. In Wayanad also, the farmers are committing suicide because they are getting a notice from the bank telling that you have to pay this such a short time, otherwise we will, auction your property. So they are going and committing suicide. And in certain cases, we may see that the head of the family is committing suicide, so that the remaining members of the families are getting support from the society to drawing attention. But it is not a good sign. There are ways to come out with these struggles and tensions in our society. In our society, every day there are a lot of tensions are there. And I wondered when two politicians in Wayanad committed suicide. Normally, when you analyze the whole lot of people committing suicide in India, you may find that only very few people, very few politicians only commit suicide. In Trivandrum also recently, one politician committed suicide because of the problems in his work area. Very rarely only these political personalities commit suicide. Have you ever analyzed why it is? Why it is so? Because when a person coming through lot of struggles, lot of tensions, lot of turmoil, and then they are getting a lot of resilience. They become resilient. When you become resilient, then you never bother about the problems which is coming across you. So the political people are most resilient. That is what my observation in the whole, world which I look into. I understood that they are the most resilient people because every day they are facing numerous issues of the people. Some they are solving, some they may not be solving, but they are coming across a lot of problems. When you are in a lot of problems and you are in a position to solve those problems, then it will be easy for you to understand that you become more resilient. So, personal empowerment, life skills for personal empowerment is nothing but make you understand yourself properly. First, it can be technically, it can be called self-awareness. You should know about yourself. What is knowing about yourself? You know about your strength. You know about your weaknesses. You know about the opportunities that a challenge gives you. That is the thing. Every challenge, every problem is an opportunity. Our success depends upon how we are going to face that challenge and how we are transforming that challenge into an opportunity. That is your self-awareness. If you know properly, it will help you. That is that is what the teachers or the family has to do with the students. They should help them. The parents should help the children to understand themselves, to know what they are. It is to know their likes. They should identify what is their likes, their dislikes, their beliefs, everything. Everything about that person. Many of the time we don't know what we are. That is our problem. Many of us don't know what we are. Only we explore ourselves, then only we know. That is the thing. Only if you explore yourself. If you are not exploring yourself, then you don't know about you. You may be looking into your mirror every day and think, yeah, I am beautiful. My this hairstyle is good. I have to change the hairstyle or I have to change my dress. We are, you know, taking the image in front of us. We are not looking into our self-image. Or we may be carried away with the comments our friends and family are telling about you. We are always carried away with that. That is a problem in self-awareness. We may think that, if somebody say that, yeah, you are good in studies, you are getting good mark, you are a good speaker, yeah, you are speaking very nicely. So the problem when we are carried away with that comments, then you want to explore, you want to ponder on you. You never try to, investigate yourself or explore yourself. So if you want to develop yourself, we have to explore ourselves. We have to understand our strength and weakness and to move ahead. Then you have to, then only well, the day you whatever problems you are having, whether you are black or whether you are white or whether you are yellowish or whatever, if you feel that yes, I am fine with it, that is me, uniqueness. This is what we have to tell our children. You are unique. There is nobody like you in this world. You have to tell the story of a almaram, banyan tree. Tell them in a banyan tree there are thousands and lakhs of leaves are there. You take it two random leaves and show them. You please examine whether these two leaves are alike. No, you cannot take. You can't get two leaves alike. That is similar for our human being also. We have to tell them. The day our children understood that I am unique, I have this ability which you don't have. Or if you have also, but I have this ability, I can do it. The day they say that I can do it, that is the self-awareness which you are having. And when you have that, it gives you a lot of courage, lot of confidence to move ahead. That is personal empowerment, which I am talking about through self-awareness. This is what we have to help them get it. That is why in the bird story, the young bird story I told you, giving wings to an young bird is equivalent to giving confidence to that bird. Giving wings means naturally that young bird has the wing, but it is unable to fly. So the mother crow is coming and supporting this bird to fly up. That is the confidence. This is what we have to give our children by giving them, help them understand themselves. That is the first thing. Then there are so many issues come up in our life. So many problems come up in our life, like I have quarter 2 3 incidences of this suicide, committing suicide. So many issues, so many problems, they may undergo tremendous issues. I understand that the mental agony, the worry, the tension, the anxiety which they have undergone, and finally they decide that this is it, I am done with, I am moving ahead. So we have to help them overcome that situation. But for that, how can a society help them? Only if the society know, they can help. If the society don't know, how can they help? So this is what we have to tell our children. So we have to understand our emotion. We have to help our children identify their emotions. And we have to tell them emotions are fine. Only because you are emotional, that is why you are a human being. If you are not having any emotion, then you are not at all a human being. So this is what you have to tell them. Having emotion is not bad. Crying is not bad. Getting angry is not bad. These are all human. These are all human. These are all part of our life. But what is required is we have to tell them, you have to understand that emotion, and you should not allow the emotions to control you. This is the problem with our people, especially for Malayalis. I connected this with Malayalis drinking habit. We are, very good in adopting the living styles of the West people. We know that the West people take 1 or 2 peg during our work, their work time also they take, or after work time they take. If you go to their house, they will serve you. If you go to their office, they will offer you. But we, our Malayalis also think that this is because, this is a very posh, cultured lifestyle we also have to adopt. No, it is culture specific, climate specific. Our people don't know. So what happens here is they won't stop with 1 peg or 2 peg. They will go booze and booze and booze, and the drinking overtake him. The alcohol control the person, not the person is not controlling the alcoholism in the person. That is the problem. This is same with our emotion. We should tell our children being emotional is not at all a bad thing. You can be emotional, but emotion should not be allowed to take your control. Rather, you have to control the emotion. This we have to tell them, we have to help them practice. Then only we can empower them to control their emotions. If you are unable to control your emotion, then that's the end of it. You cannot help the person to overcome the challenge or overcome the problem. Similarly, the stress. Different stresses are there. In some good stresses are there. Similarly, there are so many bad stresses are there, which kill us. Many people are committing suicide from emotion, and from emotion they are fall back to stress, and that is why it become distress and desperate, and they are committing suicide. And we have to help them identify it. We have to enable them to identify. The teacher is the first person, because you are watching your student every day. You should be in a position to understand when a behavior change in the child, in the boy or a girl, you should know something is happened to them. You should call them and talk to them. Call them continuously and talk to them continuously. Even if you have to tell the parents also, you have to watch your children closely every day. You have to monitor them every day. Every day you should find some 10-15 minutes to talk to your child, whether they are grown up or kid. Make it mandatory so that we can understand what is happening in the child, why the child is having a different behavior. So then we can help them overcome that stress. While I am telling you, may find that it is so easy. Yeah, why I am not doing it and helping my child? It's not like that. I will tell you. There are so many techniques for this. For when I say I am doing this talk, it does not mean that tomorrow you can, because there is a lot of training is required for it to do it. And anyway, what I am trying to tell in this class is that there are ways, there are techniques for identifying the stress factors in our life and how we can overcome those stress in our life. We have to help the child doing it. So if we are successful in doing it, doing what? Doing getting the awareness of one person, self-awareness, and then helping our child to identify their emotions, and then with that identification of the emotions to identify the stresses and help them overcome that situation. And if they are in a position to control by themselves and do by themselves, then that is personal empowerment. In larger philosophy of life skills education, we used to say that there are three empowering factors in life skills education. We say that cognitive empowerment. See, cognitive empowerment is, all about our thinking skills, like, helping a boy or a girl to for critical thinking, creative thinking, problem solving, decision making, enable them to work in a team, and all those things comes under the cognitive empowerment. And your ability to do something also comes under cognitive empowerment. And next set is this social empowerment. Life skills help you empowered in the society to being a social animal, to behave in the society. There is another set of skills are required for that to become socially empowered. And then it is personal empowerment. I will tell you, you become personally empowered when you have all these three: social cognitive empowerment or social empowerment or this personal empowerment. I am giving you a theoretical, connected to this talk because you are all teachers and teacher educators. That is why I am giving this theoretical connect also. So these three empowerment, out of that today we are discussing deeply about this, personal empowerment aspect. So this is something very, very important. We have to, the core three most important skills, which is required, three most important life skills which are required for personal empowerment are: first is self-awareness, second is coping with your emotions, third is coping with your stress. And these three, a set of these three help you become personally empowered. The idea is that you can conduct yourself without, taking much support from other people. You know what you are. The day you know what is your strength and what I am, what I can do, then nobody bothers about you. You might be seeing a lot of leaders around you. Certain leaders never bother about what other people are criticizing or today I will tell you, it is nothing to connect with my political connection or my political affiliation. Or it does not mean that you may also agree with me in this. This is my own observation. Today, while I was traveling from one place, my driver asked me, "Sir, you see, but all this after this election, after this local body election in Kerala, all this criticism, all the failure of LDF and everything, our CM is, not having any problem. Yesterday, I saw him in a program while I was dropping my boss, another boss there. I saw his CM is coming with a lot of happiness, saluting everybody, going and attending the program. No issues in him. Then I told him, see, you behave the way that you believe in yourself. If you know your strength, then you don't bother about other people. It depends upon how much self-belief you are having. Do you remember, mind you, this is one of the most important skill which we everyone have in us, and we have to nurture in child self-belief. If you have the self-belief in you, if you know the strength in you, then you don't bother about other people, what other criticism coming, what other people are telling. No issue. I know what I am. I know what I am. I know how to move ahead. And that is what we have to nurture. I am not telling that you have to copy the CM of Kerala, but I am telling you an example how we can make our children understand. Similarly, you see our Prime Minister, the way he conducting himself. It's a beautiful example of self-belief, knowing his strength. This is what we have to tell our children. See our Mahatma Gandhi, our father of our nation. See, even now the social media, all these social media messages flying within 1 hour, you will be getting millions and millions of like and everything. But at the time of Mahatma Gandhi, not even a telephone available in every place. And you have to book a trunk for hours or days together to connect with only that too with the major cities, no other place. But you see, he connected the whole world, whole India. Throughout the India, he connected the entire population and fought against the mighty Britishers. How he can do that? He has belief in him, self-belief. And this self-belief is one of the most important thing for our personal empowerment. So this self-awareness, that is one of the most core skill. It is not only, I will tell you, this self-awareness is not only important for personal empowerment, for any sort of empowerment it is required. We used to say self-awareness is the mother of all skills. What it is, the mother skills. If you want to be cognitively empowered also, first you should have self-awareness. If you want to be in social empowerment also, first you have self-awareness. So this is very important for us. So for getting this personal empowerment, this is very, very important. Friends, there is only 15 minutes balance. So I will tell you one example how we can do it. There are so many examples I can cite, but since there is lack of time, I will cite only one example. As a teacher educator, how can you teach or how can you develop life skills in our children? This is a PhD thesis which I guided to one of my students. She is in fact a teacher and she has taken community service learning for life skills development. So we didn't give any training in life skills. We never tell the children. We never tell the children about self-awareness or empathy or interpersonal or communication, thinking skills or coping skills. Nothing we discuss with them. What? In our research framework, what we did is only we developed a 120 hours community service activity. Simply 120-hour community service activity designed. Some activities are for a longer duration, maybe for 1 week, 2 weeks. Some activities are for 1 hour, 2 hour, half day, things like that. And the children who participated in the community service activity are one is from a very highly, what we normally call the elite school children and a normal government school children. This from these two schools identified one class, 9th class student, give them that these are the activities which we have to do in the community. You don't, before we send them, we done a pre-test of the life skills level of the children. After these 120 hours of this community service, again we done their assess their life skills. It has tremendously improved 3 degree, 4 degree improvement. Then we want to know whether that skills are sustaining. Then after 6 months, we again done another assessment with the same population. It's not only sustained, it is increasing. What we have done, see, these children were asked them to identify a village nearby their school. So the elite school is in a township, so they identified a slum area in their school, another in a village. They are asked to go to the school, go to the village and the slum every day. First, we told them, you go around and see what is happening. Then you see what is their problem. So what we can do with the problem. Then you can imagine the children themselves are coming out with the plans. When they understood that the ladies are not having any work. And the children are bringing old clothes from their houses and helping their parents take the support of the parents and getting some sewing machine with the scissors and everything and bringing them to one place and giving them sewing classes, helping them making bags. And for the students, for the children in the school, they are started giving tuitions, started organizing medical camps. They are facing a lot of problems there also. But the teacher or the research student has never gone and tell them anything. But they are there because we have to see the security of the children. So they are there, but they never gone and discuss with the children. They have done everything because they are seeing their problem every day. They are seeing the issues they are seeing every day. And then they are sitting together and they are discussing all these issues. And from those discussions, they are coming out with a solution. And then they are finding a solution and they are acting upon that also. The 4 core philosophy of education has been met out. They have developed their own cognitive abilities because they are, critically thinking, creatively coming out with solutions, finding a solution to a problem and taking the decisions also. Nobody is telling you take decision like this. They are taking their own decision. It may be wrong and it may be correct, or it may be wrong. It may fail also. But we only one thing the teacher told them, whatever decision you take, you want the responsibility of the decision. That is what we have to tell our children. Otherwise, they skip the responsibility of their own decisions. That is not a good value which we are telling. So that we tell them. You take whatever decision you want, but you own the decision. You take the responsibility of the decision and move ahead. They done it, and they are in a position to, to present, to have a group discussion, debate. The children are sitting together and they are debating. The communication of the children has tremendously improved because of this debate, these discussions. And they are, after that, they are easily going to the principals and telling what is right, what is wrong, what they want, and telling like that. Even the parents of the students are coming and telling us, oh, such a change which we have brought in the children. Their performance in the school, they are more focusing on their studies also after this experience. That is what the parents are telling. This is what we can do in our schools, in our colleges. When I was the this registrar of the Central University, I used to tell my teachers and the students in the several departments, I used to tell them, you please identify one school and go there, and whatever you are studying there, you try to do there. I am very happy that during my tenure, none of them has done anything. But after I come back, I came to see that the English department has adopted a new school and started teaching them English. Hindi department started doing Hindi and things like that. This is what your school, your college students can also do. This is not only merely teaching them. While they are teaching, they come across a lot of problems, lot of issues, emotional issues, other issues. They will, try to discuss and they will find a solution and they overcome that. That will empower them. This is how we can empower our children. It is not that you have to introduce a 3-credit life skill course and appoint a teacher and they will come and give you the definition of self-awareness, this, life skills, this. That will not develop you. But do this type of practical work. You need not require a separate teacher. Only thing is required is have the teachers orient in life skills first. Do them a faculty development program, and then you do your own mapping. In your own curricula, you can map through which portion you can imbibe this particular life skills to the child. And then you practice it, and then through that mapping of life skills in your curriculum, you can work out that certain strategies, or you can change your pedagogical practices, and you can do it easily. It is not that difficult. This is what, even whenever we conduct faculty development programs, this is what we are doing. We are telling to the teachers. Recently, we done one in Niri in Meghalaya, Shillong, and this NCRT regional center, and we told them that teachers came and we told them that we helped them how to do the mapping. So this is what we have to do, and with this we can find a lot of change in the life of the children. Life skill is about changing the life of the people. Life skills are transferable skills and transversal skills. That means life skills can, once you are trained in these life skills, then you can apply in various situations. In your office you can apply, in your classroom you can apply, in your home you can apply, in our society you can apply to any place you can apply it. That is the beauty of life skills. No other skill do not have this beauty. You may be a good teacher, but that skill of teaching can be only do for teaching. You may be a very good cook. Cooking can only be do for that cooking. But if you are good in life skills, then you will be a good teacher and you will be a good cook you will be a good father and you will be an excellent mother. So this is the advantage of life skills, education and training gives to the people. That is what we are looking for. Thank you very much for listening. I am reminding myself now, and if there is any queries, I am happy to respond. Thank you very much for listening such a long time.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah.
Dr. Maya.
Yes, Maya, doctor.
And first of all, I congratulate principal and IQC coordinator and faculty members and students of Mar Baselius College of Education for organizing talk series like this. And once again, I got an opportunity to attend Radhakrishnan sir's talk. And it's very, very informative and motivating. I think this is very useful for prospective teachers and other participants. And very interesting is that the sir's talk commenced with an example from nature. How mother birds motivate babies to fly. Actually, I think it is through instinct. Through instinct, that is their inborn what do you call skill, and positive reinforcement by the mother. Maybe that positive reinforcement is food, which is the ultimate reward. And they gradually move further from the nest, learning falling, which is very important as a life skill, falling again and again. And finally, they master the flight, a process of continuous practice. Continuous practice, which is necessary for their survival. And one thing I would like to add is that there are people who adopt shortcut method to achieve success. Basically, they are it dominated personalities as per Freudian psychology. And sir mentioned about politicians and their qualities. Sir said politicians have strong self-awareness and are resilient. I think they have strong support network systems, sir, to channelize their stress or emotions, and that network can be positive or negative. Anyway, they have strong network support system to channelize their problems or stress or emotions. And the essence of today's talk is that uh, real success is painful. Real success is painful, and that is why few people achieve it. And success is not comparing oneself with others, but becoming the best version of yourself. Sir explained with the quote of Swami Vivekananda also. And sometimes decision making is a life skill, and sometimes in some very rare situation, taking no decision is also a decision. Is it, sir? What do you
Definitely,
think
no
about
doubt. Definitely, delaying decision is also a decision.
decision? Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for the meaningful talk. And thank you once again for the organizers for organizing such a good program like this. Thank you.
I admire the comment of Dr. Maya. It is very true that support system is very important. Even as far as the students are concerned, we should build the trust in the people. I have not talked about the trust building among ourselves. But the children should feel that there is a support system for them. And the children support system is their peer group, is their support, their family, their teacher. So the moment the student trust the teacher, then they will open up with them. There is no barrier among them. So that is one of the most important thing. Even in the family, if the trust is there, that they consider them as a support system. Support system is very, very important. That is why, as you correctly pointed out, politicians, yes, because of that, they are aware. If they are doing wrong also, there is a big support system behind them. That is why. Similarly, our children also should learn that kind of a thing. They should feel that there is somebody supporting them. That's the thing. Thank you, Dr. Maya, for highlighting that.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sunita, for reminding the title of the book, Learning the Treasure Within. Thank you very much. That is the
Welcome, sir.
book. That is the title of the book. I always forget, even though I read it several times.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Radhakrishnan, sir. Hope you remember me. I was in Nepal conference, Mariama
Oh,
Matthew.
okay. You are that Mariama Matthew.
Yeah.
I could
Yes,
not,
yes.
I didn't saw your profile picture. Now I saw. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Dr. Mariama.
It's so nice to hear from you once again, sir.
Thank you.
Of the beautiful thoughts and all. And as my teacher has rightly pointed out, that is a good support system is always with all these people. But I strongly believe that certain people are left alone, right, sir, without
Yeah.
any support system. So they will gather strength from themselves within. That should be developed through life skills and also through all possible ways so that they get the strength to survive and be resilient in all phases of their life, right? We know
Yeah.
the politicians, and because you have mentioned about politicians, I am telling that politicians and also those who are in high positions and all, they have got lot of other factors. Even though whatever they do, right or wrong, they have got a support. But a person who is left alone should find strength from himself, from within himself. He should manage to cultivate a strength like in that way, so that he will become strong. And through life skills education, I think this should have come earlier in all what is levels of education. Right. So, focusing on the different life skills, especially coping with stress, coping with strain, then important decision making skills, and all this. So, and also we think the interpersonal relation and also effective communication is also a very important thing, because a lot of tragedies or difficulties come due to misunderstandings, right? Because the messages are not communicated effectively. So these also can be added to this, right, sir? You have brought in wonderful presentation with a lot of examples and all. It was so interesting to listen to you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Mariama. Whatever you suggested are very, very important, very crucial points that we have to look into. Thanks a lot. If there is
Prima
nothing
teacher.
more, we can wind up now.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. Can we wind up, sir?
Hello.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. Hello. Good evening, sir. Good evening. I am Geeta. MS
Yeah.
Geeta.
Good evening, teacher. Good evening. Thank you. Thank you for connecting to Dr. Sunit Kumar.
Okay.
So that
Okay.
1 hour has gone for me. It's
Okay.
good. It's good that I can,
Uh,
met with all these people. And I will be happy that if some of you can join our international conference, which is happening in Bhubaneswar in February. It's one of the most important occasions where a lot of life skills educators are coming and interacting. Around 300 people are coming. If any one of you are interested, please see our website www.ialsc.in. All the details. The abstract submission date is commenced last day was yesterday. But if anybody want to do it, you can send a personal, request, then we will definitely consider. Otherwise, our submission channel is now closed. But you can still
Okay, sir.
participate.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, I am not going to ask any questions. I want to make an appreciation to your talk, sir.
Send it
It
in
was a very
writing.
engaging and meaningful session.
Send
It
a
is easy to
certificate.
motivate. It is easy to motivate people with inspiring words, but only if you can truly empower us by helping us think independently and gain the confidence to face challenges. Okay, sir.
Thank you.
I can say that you clearly belong to the second group. Okay. You
Thank you.
did not just speak about empowerment, you made it feel achievable to the teacher community sitting in front of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
In your talk, you explained the life skills are survival skills that help us face real life challenges with confidence. And you spoke about the importance of self awareness as a skill and how essential it is for each individual to develop their uniqueness in society. Okay.
Thank you.
And you also discussed coping with our emotions. Three important life skills you have explained, I think so. You discussed coping with our emotions and explained that developing emotional awareness helps us handle challenges. Okay.
Yeah.
And it helps us to maintain balance in personal and professional life also. And also, you highlighted stress management, and as educators, we can assist our students in managing stressful situations effectively. And also, you discussed how teacher educators develop these life skills in their classrooms by changing the existing strategies and techniques. You have already in the at the initial stage, I think you have asked a question. Are we equipping our student teachers as student teachers to develop the domains head, heart, and hands? Thank you, sir, for that insightful question. As teacher educators and as a teacher educator for the last 20, 30 years, I stress the point that all the teachers, student teachers, are developing their head, heart, and hands. By that is, we focus on enhancing the knowledge, critical thinking, and pedagogical understanding, etc. These terms, these critical thinking, pedagogical understanding, problem solving, all these things, it came across the country or across the system after the NEP, after the policy NEP 2020. Okay. And through discussions also, reflections also, practical assignments also, we encourage them to think deeply and make informed decisions in the teaching practice also. And in the domain heart and hands also, we refer to practical skills and the ability to apply knowledge in real life, real classroom situations. It is all these things are developed, not in a full-fledged way, but uh, they are in that pipeline now. Okay, and so I'm so thankful. Your session made these ideas very clear. It is in clear English and it is easy to understand also. That is why I said that it was an engaging class. And you were striking the rare balance, that is humor that made us smile and substance that made us think. Okay. And all these are about your class. And I want to make a comment on the classes Dr. Sunit is arranging here in this platform. Usually, these sessions are very informative. The objective of this session is to enrich student teachers with new academic ideas and perspectives. This is the 38th class or talk conducted by Marbes Elias College Sultan Bathery. I sincerely appreciate Dr. Sunet for identifying and inviting suitable resource persons to handle these sessions, which are always beneficial to the student community. And senior members like me also gain a lot of knowledge from these talks as they help us refresh and revisit concepts that we studied years ago. Okay.
Thank you,
And I
teacher.
feel
Thank
that
you.
both teacher educators and student teachers who attended the session gained valuable insights into life skills and how they contribute to personal empowerment. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much on behalf of City of Kerala and ARIO. Since I am a member of both the organizations, I thank you on behalf of both the organizations for accepting our invitation. Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
teacher. Kapoor
Okay.
Saab, you are there? Kapoor Saab from Delhi. I
I'm
think
very much here, sir.
very good. How your thund is not making you sleep?
No, no, not not at all, sir. Not
Okay.
at all. It is nice to hear you learning every time something from you, sir.
Hmm. Okay.
So, but I think you are not feeling well.
I am having a bit of cold and
Yeah, 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 yeah.
a little bit coughing and other things are there.
Yeah, yeah. I'll
Okay.
talk to you later. I think this all are participating here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Not all of us, I think from ILSC 3-4 people are there. Others are from the college and from other communities.
Right, sir.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Thank you, Kapoor Saab.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you. Nice
Thank you very
talking to
much.
you, sir.
Thank you. Okay.
Bye.
Sumit shall we wind up? Yeah.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Same
Okay.
teacher. Yeah. Yes.
Okay, sir. Kavya, I invite Kavya to say the vote of thanks. Kavya,
Yes, ma'am.
okay.
As we come to the end of this enriching webinar on life skills for personal empowerment, I consider it as a privilege to propose the vote of thanks. First and foremost, I express my heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed resource person, Dr.A.Radhakrishnan Nair, whose insightful and inspiring session enlightened us on the importance of life skills in shaping a confident and empowered individual. Your words have truly motivated us and will remain with us in our personal and professional journeys. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I extend my sincere thanks to our college principal, Dr. Sunit Kumar Jian, Dr. M.S. Geeta, Chairman, CPEF Kerala, and Dr. Rajeshwari K, President, ARIO Kerala Chapter, for their valuable presence and motivation, which added great significance to this webinar. Thank you. My special thanks to the program convener, Ms. Seema ma'am, and student convener Kavya for their dedicated efforts, meticulous planning, and coordination in organizing this event successfully. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
I
Thank you very much.
sincerely thank all the teachers for the guidance and cooperation and all the participants for their enthusiastic participation, which made this webinar lively and meaningful. Once again, thank you all for being a part of this program. Let us continue to learn, grow, and empower ourselves through such meaningful initiatives. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Sunit.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay. Thanks.
Thank you all.
Sir, thank you very much. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Okay. Good night.